Wow, I'm hot.
And thirsty. This is a job for Kool-Aid.
Hey, Kool-Aid!
Yeah, crash bang, roll back, Kool-Aid wipes out thirst for you.
Oh, yeah.
Crash a bang a boo with a big bright smile and a fun taste too.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes great.
Kool-Aid is great on ice.
Your friend Cool.
Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix.
Oh yeah.
Letters from young people are answered in consultation with Ida LaShan, noted specialist in child psychology.
This is ABC.
If the goblins hear you say McDonald's French fries,
French fries.
they'll gobble them up from you.
You want some, Ronald?
Oh, McDonald's French fries. I shouldn't have said that.
Would you like some McDonald's French fries?
Now we can eat these delicious, world-famous you-know-whats.
You mean McDonald's French fries?
They shouldn't have said that.
The Illinois High School presents another championship event. Your network hosts are Country Companies Insurance and the nearly 1,000 Country Companies agents in Illinois, and DeKalb Ag Research and more than 750 local DeKalb dealers supplying Illinois farmers with quality hybrid seed.
The Assembly Hall in Champaign-Urbana. Now there are four teams dreaming the dream of the 1980 Boys Class A State High School Basketball Championships. Hello again, everyone. I'm Frank Massoni, working along with Jim Turpin and Dick Campbell, and we welcome you to this showdown called the semifinals. 481 teams started along this tournament trail, and Jim Turpin, there are 4 left. 2 interesting matchups today.
I should say there are, Frank. We're looking for 2 excellent semifinal games here this afternoon. But let's take a look now at what happened yesterday and how these 4 ball clubs got here. First of all, in the first game, it was Okawville 55 and Mount Pulaski 53. The second game yesterday afternoon, Luther South 61, Pittsfield 38. So that moves Okawville and Luther South into the first semifinal game. And then last night, it was Peoria Bergen 66 and Gibson City 55. And in yesterday's final game, Madison 47, Timothy Christian 44. That sets up the second semifinal game between Peoria Bergen and Madison. And now let's talk to Dick Campbell, the coach at York High School in Elmhurst, about the first semifinal game this afternoon between Okawville and Luther South. Dick?
Jim, I think this game could be very well a chess game between the 2 coaches. They'll be very much present on the sideline making adjustments. They're both involved in a disciplined game. Starting with Okawville, they're going to give away a lot of size. They've got an outstanding all-state center in Gary Moeller that had an excellent ball game yesterday. He was 9 for 13 and 7 for 9 from the line, had 25 points. He's the hub of their attack. Their forwards are going to give away about 6 inches to that awesome back front line of Luther South. But it's a team game, and Okawville may use the team approach with a team discipline offensively, defensively to be able to compete. Luther South just amazed everybody in the A level here with the size of their people. They've got a back line of 6'6", 6'7", 6'7". And they can all play. They get up the board, they take that ball inside, they can score. They're a powerful unit, and they can play a slow-down, deliberate style if that's what they choose to do. It's going to be a great one.
I should think so. We've got 2 great ones coming up for you this afternoon. But now this reminder that one of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
176 IHSA member school.
Jim Taylor has never thought about insurance, but his parents have. So there'd always be the financial security to let Jim climb to the top, to be the best he can be. There are lots of families like Jim's in Illinois, and country companies have been providing them with all kinds of insurance for over 50 years. Country Companies, proud to be serving the people of Illinois, proud to be a sponsor of IHSA sports telecasts.
Telling me Cliff Dowell from Luther South. Yeah, Cliff Dowell's going to be first. This is the coach of Luther South, Cliff Dowell, with a smile on his face. His team played extremely well yesterday. Was that the best coach you played all year?
Well, I don't know if it was the best, but we did get a pretty good run at it there. We played some pretty good ball games in the regional and sectional tournaments.
You certainly have. You saw Okawville play yesterday, of course. They played very hard. How do you expect to play them today?
Well, we'll probably do pretty much the same thing, a little 2-3 zone, maybe a little guard pressure. And we got to be very alert to their interior game. They've got some good interior passes going in there on offense.
Do you feel any your disadvantage to being the favorite, as you're called, in the game?
I don't think we realize that yet. And it's kind of been an uphill struggle all year, and it's like, oh, and then we'll talk about that.
Earlier this year, there had to be a time when you thought this team of yours could get here to the Assembly Hall. When was that?
I would say the second win at Providence, when we played in their gym in the middle of February 1st and beat them down there. That had to be one of the most intense games I ever saw my kids play this year.
Talk about that rivalry for the 3 games between the defending state champion Providence and your Luther South team.
Well, I don't know, but as soon as this year's over, they're my pick for the private school league championship next year, because they're going to be something else with Walter Downing. It took about 2 of my kids to stop him, and then it left me 3 kids to cover their other 4, and we were able to do that. But he's a powerhouse.
Could you give us a comment also, Coach, about the second game today between Madison and Peoria Bergen? What was your impression of those teams?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell whether Madison is playing more of a deliberate game this year or if Timothy caused that. If they both get in a running game, I'm going to get tired watching, and I don't know what happens there. If that gets into a transition game, I think Bergen's going to they're going to beat Madison. They're going to have to slow it down and become deliberate, use their height.
Thank you very much. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Coach Cliff Dowell of Luther South. And now we'll walk into Coach Dave Luchtefeld of Okawville, and it's a big job today. What are you going to do against the height of Luther South?
Well, obviously they're probably the most talented ball club here, and we think we can do some things to frustrate them, and if we think we can. If we can, I think it's going to be a heck of a ball game. If we can't, then a pretty dominant team. So I can guarantee you that we won't quit yet.
I'm sure you won't. Coach, can you tell us briefly what our viewers should look for on offense and defense from your squad?
Well, we hope we can put a little bit of pressure on their forward leads and push them a little farther away from the basket than they like to play. And we hope that we can maybe go inside a little bit on offense, a little more than Pittsfield did yesterday.
Fantastic. Good luck to you today.
Thank you very much.
Coach Dave Luchtefeld of Okawville, and now let's go back to Jim Turpin.
Thank you very much, Frank Bassoni. It's Okawville Rockets 28-5 against Luther South 25-5. We're about set now for the entrance of the color guard into the magnificent Assembly Hall, the playing of the national anthem to be followed by the starting lineups. Here's Tom Trent, the PA announcer.
After a presentation of the colors by the Fairbury Cropsey High School Color Guard, we ask you to stand and join soloist William Olson of the University of Illinois in the singing of our national anthem.
the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
The magnificent voice of Bill Olson, the director of the men's glee club here at the University of Illinois, is accompanied by the Fairbury Cropsey Pep Band, one of two bands playing here. We'll hear more about them a little later on. Just a moment now, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups, and this first semifinal ball game will be underway. Okawville against Luther South. Here's Tom Trent once again.
And now let's meet the people involved in today's first semifinal game. First of all, for Luther South High School of Chicago, the Braves enter this semifinal game with a record of 25 wins and 5 losses. Their head coach in his 5th year at the school is Cliff Dahl with a record of 92 wins, 45 losses. The team members for the Braves: number 11, Dennis Lindsay. Number 13, Paul Marquardt. Number 21, Ray Nutter. Number 23, Freeman Jackson. Number 31, Chris Bowden. Number 41, Derwin Richardson. Number 43, Jason Jackson. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Luther South. Starting at one forward, at 6 feet 7 inches tall, number 55, Pierre Cooper.
Cooper averaging 9.8. He got 14 yesterday. Pierre Cooper.
The other forward, also 6'7", number 35, Bob Gray.
Gray is averaging 7.3, just about on his average yesterday with 8.
Starting at center, 6 feet 6, number 53, Tony Martin.
Very strong postman, averaging 15.2 on the year.
At one guard position for the Braves, at 6'3", number 33, Dave Allen.
Dave Allen, good ball handler, averaging 5 points a game, got 4 yesterday.
And the other guard, at 5'11", number 15, Mike Conley.
And their leading assist man, 8.7 points per game. He had 3 assists yesterday. Good player, Mike Conley.
Now let's meet the Rockets of Okawville High School with a record of 28 wins and 5 losses. Their head coach in his 18th year at Okawville, Dave Lichtenfeld. His record, 333 wins, 140 losses. The team members for the Rockets, number 13, Greg Renegarby. Number 15, Doug Altoff. Number 21, Dennis Lintker. Number 23, Eric Braumeyer. Number 25, Mark Jansen. Number 31, Kevin Sabo. Number 43, Mike Stein. And now the starting lineup for Okawville. At one forward, a senior, 6 feet tall, number 41, Darren Mesh.
Mesh averaging 9 points a game, had 7 yesterday. Good inside player.
The other forward, a junior, 6 feet tall, number 33, Kevin Obermeyer.
Obermeyer at 10.1 on the year. He got just about on his average yesterday, 11.
Starting at center for the Rockets, a senior, 6'4", number 45, Gary Moeller.
Moeller leads the tournament in scoring with 47 points in 2 games, 23.5 average.
At a guard position for the Rockets, a senior, 5'11", number 35, Mike Blumhorst.
Mike Blumhorst, 8.8 points per game, didn't score yesterday.
And the other guard for Okawville, a senior, 5'8", number 11, Alan Lake.
Good playmaker, averaging 3.8 on the year, Alan Lake.
The officials for this semifinal game.
Okawville Rockets with a record of 28-5. The officials are Robert Conti of DuQuoin and Roy Newman. Your officials for this afternoon's first semifinal ball game. We'll have the tip-off for you in just a moment, but right now a reminder that one of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Farmers have been boosting corn yields with DeKalb hybrids since the days of horse-drawn planters. Today's innovative farmers continue to depend on research companies like DeKalb. That's why their high-yield corn programs start with DeKalb XL32A. Long grain-packed ears, dry down fast, and kick out big yields at lower populations. Just a few of the good reasons innovative farmers depend on DeKalb XL32A.
We hope you're enjoying this year's IHSA tournament telecast. TV3 is pleased to bring you the thrills of competition from the Assembly Hall in Champaign each year. We can't, however, do it alone. Here are a few participating local sponsors who help make this telecast possible. Epps Datsun, Route 13 east of Carbondale. Test drive a Datsun, you'll be impressed. Thanks also to Pete Epps' neighbor Gene Otteson in Otteson Mobile Homes, Route 13 east of Carbondale, behind the trees. Otteson has a home priced right for you. If you enjoy the tournament telecast, why not let these businesses know?
First semifinal game, Okawville against Luther South. Tony Martin at 6'6" for Luther South, moving in to jump against Gary Moeller at 6'4" for Okawville. Luther South in the red, Okawville in the white. Tip controlled by Luther South. It goes in the backcourt to Mike Conley, their fine ball handler, and he brings it up against the Okawville zone. Lost it, knocked away, but he gets it back. To Bob Gray, back now to Conley. Side to Gray, looking underneath. To Conley. Jump shot on the way by Gray is up and in. And Luther South has taken the lead 2-0.
Gray had a little trouble getting the ball down yesterday, but if he misses, there's still some pretty good things happen on that rebound board.
Blumhurst for Okawville. In the corner to Mesh, back to Blumhurst. Another guy out front is Alan Lake. They're looking for Moeller. He's their top inside man, and one of the keys to this game will be whether he can do it underneath or not. Driving under and scoring, though, is Kevin Obermeyer to tie this one at 2. Well, they took it right to the big guys,
He sure did, and he kind of hung in there and went around the hand and got it down. Good start for the inside game.
Here is Mike Conley on the side to Lake. To Cooper. His shot is up and no good. The rebound is up by Cooper, no good. Next rebound, pulled down and pushed up by Martin. Around and around and around and in.
Well, there it is. That's a pretty good explanation of the awesome board strength of South. Boy, they went after it.
South on top now, 4-2. We've just started the first semifinal game. Alan Lake out front to Blumhurst. Back to Lake. Looking underneath. Almost lost that ball out of bounds, but retrieved it.
Luther in a version of a 2-3 matchup zone.
Ball knocked away from Blumhurst and stolen. Bringing it down and going all the way, laying it up and in is Dave Allen. And it's a 6-2 ball game. Luther South leads Okawville. We played 2 minutes of the first quarter. Blumhurst across the line. Nothing open underneath, so he clears to Mesh. They work it around the perimeter. Now they get it to Obermeyer, who's on the high post at the moment.
This is where I think they have to get deliberate, not let them get too far away. They need a bucket.
Pass underneath, going for the layup, around and in, and once again it's Obermeyer. Little concentration on Moeller, and they got the ball to Obermeyer.
Very nice pass right down the gut.
6-4, Luther South on top, 5:36 for the first period.
They're giving ground at the point out here, but they're pressuring the forwards out of that stack, against that stack offense.
Here is Gray.
Quite a mismatch inside, but those people from Okawville are pretty good physical specimens. They'll hold their own physically. But not up over top. Oh, yeah.
There is Tony Martin.
Tony Martin on the big stuff.
8-4. Luther South by 4.
Luther South had 5 of those in the ball game yesterday. 5 stuffs.
Once again, they get the ball to Obermeyer. He goes to the layup and misses it, and Gray has the rebound for Luther South and clears to Dave Allen. Allen off to Mike Conley. He walks it down. 8-4 Luther South with the ball and the lead. 4:53 to go in the first. On the side, Allen. Now Conley, side to Gray. Conley down the lane. His shot is up and very short. Rebound fought for, picked up and pushed up. Gray, no good. Rebound up and in by Pierre Cooper.
Nice hands by Cooper. He fumbled it there a little bit, got control, and put it back up. Strong offensive bound.
10-4 now. Luther South on top.
There's that little pressure that Luther was going to use to try to break them up the half court. Back in the matchup zone.
Darren Mesh in the corner. First time Moeller has had the ball. His shot is up and off. No good. Rebound. Gray gets it off in a hurry to Allen. Allen stops at the free throw line. Now brings it out when nothing develops. 10-4. Luther South on top. Wide open Gray. Shot no good. Rebound. Up and good, but he's going to be called. The foul is going to be called. Let's see if the basket counts. It does.
Pierre Cooper, only a junior.
Okawville wants a timeout. Luther South on top now by a score of 12-4. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Got the bucket?
Get the insurance man.
Wayne Carey?
No, he's life.
John Dobin?
Auto.
When you have all your insurance with Country Companies, you get one agent to call, to help make sure you have the right coverage and to speed your claims.
Wally Stupsker. Wally Stupsker.
Country Companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, farm, and business.
Hello, Wally Stupsker? The insurance man. The window watcher.
Plant managers, as you know, employee foot injuries can mean financial and physical hardship. A sound safety shoe program can help offset the high cost of on-the-job foot injuries. Now Shamrock Supply, your local headquarters for Ranger Safety Shoes by Endicott Johnson, can help you set up a program that's inexpensive and easy to administer. Shamrock can assist you with a payroll deduction plan or employer subsidy program to ensure the foot safety of your employees. Shamrock has a great number of Ranger Safety shoes in many styles for men and women. For more information, call Shamrock Supply on Route 13 in Crab Orchard.
We had just prior to that timeout.
Obermeyer, number 33, comes in from behind, and look at Pierre go up through there. Just a junior. Strong move. Coach Lechtenfeld's worst fears have been realized here in the early going. The power game inside of Luther has got him off to a fast 12-4 start.
And Tony Martin already has scored 6 points.
Contrasting to North against the South here, Chicago Luther, private league school, Okawville from the independent from the deep South, smallest school in the final 8.
Free throw is missed and the rebound is grabbed out of there by Blumhorst, and he brings it down for Okawville. By the lake. Blumhorst, a lob underneath, that's Obermeyer. He's in heavy traffic. He gets it up there though, but missed it, and the rebound is pulled down by Gray.
Gray has about 4 defensive rebounds already.
There's Gray out front Conley now.
If they don't get something off that quick break, they like to set up so they can bore it inside to the big people. Good logic.
Like that, Martin's shot is missed, and Gary Moeller has the rebound. It's a 12-4 ball game. Luther South on top. Alan Lake with it out front. That is Mesh. Cross course it to Blumhorst. Now Lake to Mesh. Working around outside. They get the ball to Obermeyer. He gives the ball to Moeller. His shot is up and off the board and in. Well done.
Very, very passive inside there defensively. Once it was penetrated, they just backed off, let him put it up.
Now 12-6, Luther South by 6 with 2:52 to go. First period. The first of 2 semifinal games this afternoon. Bob underneath, going for the layup. The ball is lost and grabbed out of there by Alan Lake. Deep pass now off to Blumhorst. He goes for the layup, and he is blocked from behind and fouled from behind. Committing that foul is Dave Allen.
Little break over the top. They're beating those defensive guards back. Here comes Dave Allen in from the rear. He got all of it. He got all of number 35, Mike Blumhorst, too.
Blumhorst, a good free throw shooter. He shot 78% from the foul line on the year. He's averaging 8.8. He'll have 2 here. His team trails by 6. Now 5. 12-7. Luther South on top by 5. 2:37 to go first quarter. That's the first point in the ball game for Blumhorst. Missed that when Pierre Cooper has the rebound, and he gets it off to Conley for Luther South. Well, the possibility of an all-Chicago private league championship went to the boards last night when Madison beat Timothy Christian. Underneath, Cooper, his shot is up and good from right at the foul line. It's 14-7. 4 points in the ball game for Cooper.
Gray's used effectively with his size to get that ball up overhand and dish it inside to those other 2.
Blumhorst top of the key, going to pump from there, and he missed it. High for the rebound. Grabbing it out of there again is Cooper. Off it comes to Dave Allen. Along the baseline, he takes a look. Back to Conley now. 1:52 to go for the period. 14-7 game. Luther South leads it. Lob underneath to Martin. Short jumper Martin, no good. Rebound Allen. He has it. He lays it up, and he missed it. And then Gary Moeller grabs that rebound, and he is fouled. That foul is on Bob Gray.
Comment was made yesterday. Here we are, lunching it up, threw it over on the other side, and here comes Bob Gray in from the backside, reached in, got body. Comment was made yesterday that this Okawville team will not collapse. They'll keep their poise when they're behind, and they'll fight back into it.
Here's Alan Lake on the side. They're working around the perimeter. Right side to Mesh. He hasn't had a shot yet. There's the ball being knocked out of bounds right in front of us. And it belongs to Okawville. Greg Renegarby, the little sophomore, has done such a magnificent job off the bench for this ball club. He's 5'9", 130, has come into the game now for Okawville. He has the ball now. He has a reputation of making things happen. Blumhorst, long jumper, is off the board and in. 14-9 now. Luther South by 5 with 1:10 to go. 3 points in the ball game for Blumhorst.
They're finding some holes in that Luther South defense.
Here is Conley. Renegarby on him closely. Allen back to Conley. Out front to Gray. Underneath, driving, going for the layup, and just forcing it up there and forcing it in. Using that strength as Tony Martin. He has scored 8. And it's 16-9. Obermeyer down the lane. Short jumper is up and in. 16-11. Real good first quarter here. 37 seconds to go.
Jim, they're putting pressure on that middle, on Pierre Cooper by bringing somebody high, and then once they lure him up high, they split the defense, throw it down deep.
Here is Allen. 23 seconds to go. First period. Mike Conley now on the side. Knocked away by Blumhorst. It goes to the floor. They scramble. And the ball is out of bounds, and it's awarded to Okawville. Right in front of us here. Dave Allen hit it last.
Little collision there right in front of us. Ball went off of...
Cliff Dahl retrieves the ball and flips it out to one of the officials. Had any pushing going on there? There was quite a collision right here at center court, and the call goes to Okawville, and they have the basketball. 13 seconds to go. Mesh. Renegarby. Blumhorst. Cross courts to Mesh. Underneath. Short jumper is up. Missed everything. Moeller. 3 seconds now. Shot from behind the center line is high off the board. Almost went in. That's the end of the first quarter. Luther South on top, 16-11. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Don't just offer an insurance discount on new homes. We offer more, like special low rates as your house gets older. In fact, your home may qualify for Country Company's low rates if it's 5, 10, 20 years, even older. So if you're high on your home, see how low we can be on your homeowners. Country Companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, business, and farm.
Harper's Discount Home Improvement Center can save you money on kitchen cabinets. Bring your measurements to us and let us help you plan your kitchen. Estimates are free. For example, we have a 6-foot sink base for only $165. Countertop for only $3 per foot. Or does your bathroom need remodeling? We have stools, $49.95. Tubs at $64.95. Vanities starting at $39.95. You can put together a complete bathroom for only $199.95 at Harper's Home Improvement in Harrisburg and McLeansboro.
16-11 ball game as we start quarter number 2. Well, some interesting things happened that quarter, Dick Campbell. One of which is that Okawville went right to the big guys of Luther South.
They're doing just what Dave Lichtenfeld said they'd do, challenge them inside. They're doing it at the offensive end, but they're having a little trouble keeping track of Martin and Cooper inside. And 6 foot guard and 6'6", 6'7".
Both teams shooting 50% from the line. Okawville 5 for 10 and Luther South 8 for 16. Turnovers, Luther South has committed 2, Okawville 1. There have been just 3 fouls in the ball game, 2 on Luther South and 1 on Okawville. First period stats for you. There's Mike Conley bringing it down. Off to Allen, and now he is fouled by Blumhorst. Well, it all evens up, doesn't it? That's the same 2 that had the collision at center court a moment ago. This time it goes against Okawville. First foul on Blumhorst.
Jim, these seniors for Luther South were 1-17 as freshmen, came along 12-15 as sophomores, 12-14 on the JV. They're here this year at 25-5.
Mike Conley at the free throw line, lobs it underneath and lost it out of bounds. That's Pierre Cooper. Got the ball to Cooper, and his anxiety to go up with his shot, he lost it out of bounds. It belongs to Okawville. Okawville trails by 5.
Luther's going to stay in that zone. They'd just rather not get in foul trouble inside.
That's Mesh. Leaving the corner, Moore. Hadn't scored a point yet. Back out front, Renegarby. Blumhorst, he's going to pump the lone jumper off the board. Missed that one. Tipped way out front. Goes in the backcourt. Controlled there by Renegarby. A lot of people wanted the over and back, but that ball apparently was, touched by a South player. They lob the ball now, Moeller along the baseline. Heavy traffic. He lays it up and he is fouled. He took it right to the big guy, went right at him and was fouled.
Gary Moeller is under control when he goes in through there, Jim. He's balanced. Here we'll see again now. He then makes a little neutralizing fake, brings it up, tries to hang there, and sure enough, he got into his arm.
Pierre Cooper has picked up his first foul. At the line to shoot 2 will be Moeller. Up and in. 16-12 now. Luther South's lead has been cut to 4. He'll have one more. Made them both just like yesterday when he won that ball game for him, right?
That's right. He hit the 2 big ones with 2 seconds to go to put him into this semifinal game.
And now it's 16-13. Luther South with the basketball, bringing it down very slowly. That is Mike Conley, guarded by Renegarby. Beats him down the lane, lays it up and in. Oh, a nice move by Conley. Beat Renegarby out between the circles and went down the lane for the score, his first basket. 18-13 now, South by 5. In the corner, Moeller. Now Mesh. Moeller again. Once again, he goes to the board, hits it off the board and in. 18-15.
Gary Moeller, an all-state center. He's showing it again today.
18-15, Luther South leads it. 6:26 to go. First half. Down the lane. Short jump shot is up and in. That's Pierre Cooper. He has scored 6. It's now 20-15.
Coach Dahl yelling to his players, will you play defense? Many times I've yelled that.
And what do they say? we can't repeat that, right?
Those that don't, come over and sit next to me.
I understand. Here's Renegarby with a long set shot, and he got it. A little sophomore cranks one up right at the top of the circle, making it 20-17. First 2 points for Renegarby. Luther South by 3 with 5:52 to go in the half.
Jim, Renegarby shoots 60% from the field and doesn't shoot many layups.
That is Conley.
Putting pressure on that point out there again.
Knocked the ball away from Gray, Renegarby did, but it was picked up by Allen. His shot is up and off the board, no good. High for the rebound as Cooper, and there was a lot of contact there. The jump ball is called.
That was Big Ten contact in there with no call. We'll see that again. Here comes Pierre Cooper banging to the board. Whack 33 comes out of there. Kevin Overmeyer, but no call on that. It's a jump ball.
Mike Stein into the ball game now for Okawville. The tip was controlled by Pierre Cooper, and out front it comes to Conley.
I think they might be undefeated in tip balls, jump balls, all that size.
Jumper at the free throw line is off, retrieved in the corner by Blumhorst. They can cut it to 1 with a basket here. Renegarby in the corner, Obermeyer. Now Blumhorst, now to Moeller. About a 10-foot baseline jumper. That just missed everything. Rebound grabbed out of there by Tony Martin. Actually, it wasn't a rebound grab, it was an air ball grab. He didn't hit a thing. Down the lane, Pierre Cooper gives the ball to Allen. His shot is blocked, but he's fouled. Good strong move to the basket by Dave Allen.
The defense is reacting certainly to the moves. Here's a nice jam down. The off guard 33, Dave Allen, goes up and he draws the contact.
Gary Moeller picked up the foul. That's his first. At the line to shoot 2 will be Dave Allen. We'll have one more. 63% foul shooter on the year. Foul on the rebound. Up over the top is Tony Martin. Martin goes high for that missed free throw by Allen and picks up the foul. That's his first.
That's his first.
That's 4 against Luther South.
4th team foul on Luther South. No free throws involved yet. Bringing it down is Renegarby for Okawville. Blumhorst now. Renegarby looking underneath, instead gets the ball off to Stein. Renegarby, Blumhorst. Cross course to Stein now. Looking underneath. They had the ball to Moeller, knocked off his hands and grabbed out of there on the turnover. Dave Allen has it, and he clears it to Mike Conley for Luther South. South leads it 20-17. Here's Gray, open for the long jumper, and he rimmed it. Rebound, Moeller to Renegarby. Coming down one-on-one. He goes for the layup off the board, and he made it. Oh,
super move to the hoop. The little sophomore, 135 pounds, took it right at him. Little crossover down the lane. Brought it to within 1, Jimmy.
He squeezed between 2 players there, got it down, and it's 20-19 now. Luther South's lead is cut to 1. They lob underneath. Wide open, Cooper lays it in. A good lob pass that they've used along the baseline so effectively works again. He has now scored 8. 22-19. The lead at 3 for Luther South.
Up until that hoop, Luther South had only scored 4 in the quarter.
3:43 to go. There's a pass intercepted by Luther South. Grabbing it off is Gray. And he gets the ball to Dave Allen.
Maintaining that pressure out on the point. That disrupts the sometimes the flow, the handling of the ball, the patterns.
Renegarby gives the ball down the lane, going for the shot. The shot is blocked away beautifully. Here's a fast break developing. Driving all the way, laying it up, no good, and then they follow, stuffed by Martin.
Tony Martin on the stufferoo.
He has scored 12. It's now 26-19.
That's 7 we've seen in 2 days.
Looked like volleyball the last 2 times down. Easy smashes.
The block, the kick out, the shot, the follow-up, the stuff.
Renegarby to Stein for Blumhorst. Knocked away. Stolen out of there. It goes to the corner and retrieved by Blumhorst. Back out front now, Renegarby. 2:33 to go. They get the ball to Moeller. A lot of people around him. Renegarby. Cross course to Stein. 26-19. Underneath Obermeyer. Layup, no good. Rebound grabbed out of there by Luther South, and a foul is going to be called on Stein. Going to the line will be Pierre Cooper for Luther South. Nope. Not to the line yet. No free throws involved yet. That's just the 4th team foul on Okawville, and a timeout has been called here. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Acres of gold keeping America going.
Hey, Mom, when do we eat?
Acres of gold keeping the trade winds blowing.
Go on. Thanks, Grandpa.
Acres of gold keeps the economy growing.
I'm gonna planted by you, Grandma.
Oh, it's a great feeling knowing we've got acres of gold.
DeKalb, as much a part of American farm life as having supper with the family.
It's a great feeling knowing we've got acres of gold.
Well, Dick Campbell, we had a 2019 ball game, and then suddenly Luther South just exploded for 3 quick ones.
Well, it seemed like the play of Renegarby going down the lane and laying it up, it sort of ignited and made Luther South a little mad, because they brought a flurry right back after that play. A lot of people have speculated about just how good Luther South would be if they were turned loose and they played the wide open game. Well, I think we see a little sign of it right there.
Mike Conley brings it down. Gets it off to Allen. 2:09 to go for the half now. We invite you to stay with us at halftime in between games for some interesting interviews and other features. Here is Tony Mark getting the ball off to Bob Gray for the short jumper, and he got it. 28-19 now. 8 straight points they have run off. 4 points for Gray.
Jim will be back tonight at 8 o'clock with the championship game. Then the Class AA next week. The girls' title games on March 29th.
Some very interesting matchups in the AA-s, a lot of upsets, and we'll go over those for you. There's a nice long banker off the board again. That is Blumhorst, and that makes it 28-21. That is 5 points for Mike. Luther South leads by 7 with 1:26 to go.
Maintaining that pressure on the point out there. Oh, nice steal here by the sophomore.
Renegarby going for the layup, and it's blocked, and a goaltend is going to be called. Renegarby went for the layup. Conley trailing the play is called for the goaltend.
This is a great leaper coming up here. Mike Conley, here he comes from behind. He's way up over that rim. Definitely a goaltend. No foul call.
Now a 28-23 game.
And there they are. They've snuck back within a respectable reach.
We hope you're enjoying our telecast this afternoon. DeKalb Ag Research and the more than 750 DeKalb dealers glad to be co-sponsored.
Another turnover and bringing it down. Long jumper, Blumhorst. Shot is off the board, no good. Oh, watch out for this one. It's Dave Allen on the breakaway. Knocked away by Renegarby and saved by Stein.
What a defensive play.
Good job.
Just a great defensive play, and Renegarby left the ball alone. He was out of bounds. If he did touch it, it would have been the red ball out.
28-23. Luther South on top by 5. 37 seconds to go for the half. This little sophomore has certainly captured the imagination of everybody at this tournament. He comes off the bench at 5'9" and 130.
They're going to pull it out, go for that last shot. They like to go in 3 down if they can, no worse than 5.
Well, it was a 1-point game at 20-19.
Interesting game of science against power and ability.
Now 12 seconds. Renegarby with 9 seconds now. Here is Stein, gets the ball off. They almost lost it. Renegarby has it 4 seconds. Jump shot is good. Oh, what a way to end the half. Luther South's lead has been cut to 3. The score at halftime, at the end of the first half, the score is Luther South 28, Okawville 25. We'll recap the individual scoring for you in just a minute.
Dave Bender just bought another $25,000 of life insurance. Not unusual, except 6 weeks ago, Dave had a heart attack. He also had a guaranteed insurability option he'd arranged through his country company's agent, so he could buy more insurance at low rates regardless of physical condition. Guaranteed insurability, the option that gives you options. Country companies, insurance for life, health, home, auto, farm, and business.
We got a lot of coal here in Illinois. Seems like we should be able to burn it.
Illinois coal can help, but if industry can't burn it, we can't sell it.
I'll tell you, I got 2 little kids at home. We need to sell this Illinois coal, or their future looks very shaky.
Illinois coal was my father's future, and now it's my future. And without it, I have no future.
Coal helped build this country. Coal can help save it.
If you're fussy about prices, you're going to love Ike Buick Honda AMC Jeep. They got fussy customer prices that'll turn you on.
See the Ike Honda showroom during the grand opening now through March 16th. A free AM/FM radio will be installed in the first 10 1980 Hondas purchased. Save gas in style and comfort with a Honda from Ike.
Come see us at Ike Buick Honda AMC Jeep. We just love fussy customers like you.
Me too.
Route 13 east of the University Mall in Carbondale.
Time of the Luther South Okawville game. Luther South leading the Rockets 28-25. And I think, Dick Campbell, that anybody that thought that Luther South was going to come out here in this first game this morning and walk away with it has something to think about now.
Boy, it's basketball at its best. It's sort of Southern Illinois traditional intelligent basketball, playing the angles and playing a team game. Very, very much of a team approach that they're taking. They're penetrating South's defense, putting pressure on inside. They're very adequate offensively, and they're doing a nice job when you consider the mismatches in size, defending them with the pressure. And that little Greg Renegarby that came in there did the same thing yesterday. Came in, ignited the ball club. He's about a 15-year-old sophomore. He's only about 135 pounds, and he came in last night, got 8 points and 4 assists right at the crucial time, and there he got him. He got him close.
Okay, thanks, Dick. We'll continue with our halftime activities in a moment. First, this message from the IHSA.
Well, what'll it be, Harry? Regular or trim?
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, no.
Yep. Oh, out cheering the old alma mater again last night, huh?
Yeah.
You're really into high school sports, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, you
Huh?
rock.
Ah, exciting. Yeah.
You know what?
Economical? Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Something the whole family can enjoy. Hey, how about you guys? Anybody else see that game last night, huh?
Oh, yeah. It was great.
Just yesterday, she was a little girl, eyes big with wonder at a blade of grass. So pleased and proud with her first mud pie, all arms and legs, jumping rope. And suddenly, yesterday has grown up. And the little girl is one of 2 million young ladies who get married every year. And you're one of 2 million fathers of the brides, suddenly aware of how much it takes just to give their daughter away. But you can make that day just as nice as she'd like, as nice as her mother would like, as nice as you'd like, with United States Savings Bonds. Get on the payroll savings plan where you work, and come wedding time, you'll be ready. Invest in the United States for sugar and spice and everything nice.
Sony back at halftime at the Assembly Hall in Champaign-Urbana. And no, this is not an Elmhurst town meeting. Dick Campbell, of course, on the far left from Elmhurst, York, the head basketball coach in the middle here. Don Greenfield from Timothy Christian. And Don, your comments on the first half.
Well, I think Okawville is doing a great job of getting the big baskets to keep the game tight. And, of course, they're keeping South from getting that momentum. When South has spurted, Okawville has been able to come right back and close that gap. And they're keeping the pressure on South. And I'm sure South feels they're the favorite, and that pressure can build up on you.
It surely is, Dick.
Don, off the top, let me say you're one of the coaches in this business that I respect the most. You do such a super job with those kids, and I say that from on behalf of our school up there to the north of you. Your kids played so well, so intelligently, with such great poise, and I supposed to be neutral last night, but it was awful hard to feel a little pain for you because you played it right to the hilt, and you just got nudged a little bit. A great effort, super season.
Well, thanks a lot, Dick. We were disappointed, but I'm proud of our kids. They really contributed a tremendous amount to our program, and you people at York having us over at that holiday tournament sure help us too, I'll tell you that. It helps our kids.
Don, of course, you were eliminated by Madison last evening in just a tight basketball game, 47-44. How about your thoughts on the Madison-Peoria-Bergen matchup? Very interesting game.
Well, I think that could be great for the fans because I think they're going to see a more open ball game, and I think when fans like to see variety, and I think that quickness of Madison against Peoria's power, it should be a great ball game.
Who do you give an edge to in the game, huh?
Well, I really think Peoria has to rate an edge. I think they're a little bigger team, and I think they'll have a little more balanced offense than we did. And Madison's pretty young, and that might start telling on them.
The thing, Don, that I noticed, Bergen is not only big and physical, they're also quick. A rare combination. When you can get those two things, you've got something.
I agree with Dick, that Bergen's has got that great guard to give him that quickness too, and Gillis, I think.
Don Greenfield, thanks for coming by, and congratulations on a fine year.
Thanks a lot, Frank.
Now let's go to Jim Turpin.
A look at the scoring for the two ball clubs in the first half. First of all, for Luther South, Pierre Cooper had a total of 8 points, Bob Gray 4, Tony Martin 12, Dave Allen 2, and Mike Conley 2, for a total of 28. For Okawville, Darren Mesh played throughout the entire first half but did not score. Kevin Obermeyer had 6 points. Gary Moeller, the big center, averaging about 20 a ball game, had a total of 6. Mike Blumhorst had 5. Alan Lake did not score. Dan Stein played briefly in the first half but did not score. Then the little sophomore, Greg Renegarby, had a total of 8 points. One was a sensational drive down the lane, and then the other one was that long jumper with 3 seconds to go in the half. Let's pause now, 5 seconds for station identification. Now let's stay tuned for second half action. We'll be ready for the tip-off in just a minute.
Farmers have been boosting corn yields with DeKalb hybrids since the days of horse-drawn planters. Today's innovative farmers continue to depend on research companies like DeKalb. That's why their high-yield corn programs start with DeKalb XL72AA. Yield is what it does best, dries down fast, and piles record-breaking yields in the bin year after year. Just a few of the good reasons innovative farmers depend on DeKalb XL72AA.
Get the insurance man.
Wayne Carey?
No, he's life.
John Dolby?
Auto.
When you have all your insurance with country companies, you get one agent to call, one agent, to help make sure you have the right coverage and to speed your claims.
Wally Stupsker. Wally Stupsker.
Country companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, farm, and business.
Hello, Wally Stupsker? The insurance man. The window washer.
Hi, the staff and management of WSIL-TV hope you're enjoying the telecast of this year's IHSA basketball tournament. We're pleased to bring you the action and excitement from the Assembly Hall in Champaign each year, but we can't do it alone. Here are a few participating local sponsors who help make this telecast possible. Shamrock Hardware and Sporting Goods in Crab Orchard. This is Shamrock's 5th consecutive year as a participating sponsor. We're also happy to welcome aboard Ziegler Coal Company as a new sponsor. Coal helped build this country, coal can help save it. If you enjoy the tournament telecasts, why not let these businesses know?
28-25 ball game. We're about ready to start play here in the second half. The biggest lead in that first half was 12-4. That came with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the closest margin was at 1 point that we mentioned a couple of times at 20-19. Any rebroadcast or other use of the descriptions or accounts of this telecast is prohibited without the written permission of the Illinois High School Association, which also has the approval of the announcers used on this network. Interesting interview, gentlemen, with Don. He would rather be out here, he said.
Well, he did all he could, and his kids did too, Jim. And of course, the representative from their league is this Luther South, and they were engaged with 2 great ball games during the year, and actually Timothy beat Luther at Timothy.
You're looking at Luther South as they come out for the second half. Now Okawville is out. 3-point ball game here at halftime. Real good first half. It's 28-25. Let them play pretty well. Nobody in foul trouble. It'll be Tony Martin for Luther South against Gary Moeller of Okawville. Okawville in the white. Luther South in the red. Tip is controlled by Dave Allen, and he gets it off to Mike Conley for Luther South. Down the lane, they opened it up for him, but it suddenly was cut off, and he gets it off to Gray. Now driving, Martin, short jumper is no good. Rebound to the floor. They scrambled and grabbed out of there by Blumhorst.
I'll tell you that Okawville, all 5 of those guys are packed back in there when the ball goes up. They're not waiting to sneak down the court. They're going after it on the boards.
Here's Renegarby to Stein, to Renegarby, to Blumhorst, lobbing underneath. Obermeyer back out front. Renegarby. He will take that shot there, or at least he has in the past.
They'd like to use up a little bit of time before they put it up too soon.
Muller's turnaround jumper is off the board, and the rebound is grabbed by Bob Gray. He is 6'7". They go 6'7", 6'7", 6'6", 6'3", and 5'11".
Gray is only averaging 4.5 rebounds a game, but he's been way over that in these 2 games.
They lob underneath. There is Cooper, gets the ball off to Gray. Shot off the board is good.
They're very unselfish, Jim. Very unselfish. They dish it off to one another, and they've got excellent discipline. I suppose that's part of that private school concept.
30-25 now. Luther South on top. 6:43 in the 3rd period. There's the ball stolen away by Gray. Just leaped out in front and grabbed it. Off to Allen now. Allen brings it across the line. Now Mike Conley. It's Gray underneath Allen. Baseline jumper is around and in.
Nice soft touch. That ball hung up there and rolled in for him.
32-25.
Jim, Dave Allen took Mike Blumhorst at only 5'11". Allen at 6'3" down to a low post and posted up on him and got the ball in the basket. That's a mismatch down low.
That is Moeller. Almost a stolen pass, but Moeller gets it off to Obermeyer for the jumper. It is short. The rebound is brought out of there quickly, and here they come in a hurry. But the ball is Allen. He drives all the way, lays it off the board. It's no good, and a blocking foul is going to be called. There was Renegarby trying to take that charge, but he was moving. Let's take a look.
And it looked like he was fixed. His feet were down, but I guess he was still moving.
Just what is the rule there, Dick? You have to be stationary. You can't dip that shoulder either, though. Is that correct?
That's right. If they're both moving, the offensive man has to get his shoulder ahead in front of the defense.
Free throw is missed by Allen. He'll have one more. He has scored 4 points in the game. His team, Luther South, leads at 32-25. Made the second, 33-25 now. 5:48 to go, 3rd period. First semifinal game. The second one sends Peoria Bergen against Madison.
Back to 8 points again.
They lob underneath Moeller, off his hands and out of bounds. But they say there was hit last by Luther South, so it'll be inbounded by Okawville. Long jumper, Blumhorst, and he got it. 33-27 now. Luther South leads it. 5:30 to go for the 3rd period.
Blumhorst supplies that outside shot. He's a 51% shooter, and his 9 points a game, I imagine a lot of it's outside.
Good move down the lane. Going up and landed up. Just missed it. Good move by Conley, though.
See that sea of white shirts in the inside there. Came away with a board.
Blumhorst out front, Renegarby. Bob it for Obermeyer. Lays it up there, and he got it in. The basket will count, I believe, and he was fouled. Basket is good.
Very nice move inside. Got the ball, and it went up and hung there long enough to draw the contact.
Foul is on Tony Martin. That's his second. Obermeyer has now scored 8. The score of the game is now 33-29. Obermeyer, who is just 6 feet tall, really has been going to those big guys, taking it right to them.
There's that three-pointer. They're back to within 3 again.
Obermeyer's a good athlete. He hung there and adjusted in the air before he put in that three-pointer.
Rich Herron from Benton was talking about these being some good old farm boys down there, and I can tell you there are a few of them have done a day's work out in the field.
There's traveling called on Gray, pretty obvious. Tried to make a move to the lane and was called for the travel. And the timeout has been called now by Luther South. 4:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Country Companies don't just offer an insurance discount on new homes. We offer more, like special low rates as your house gets older. In fact, your home may qualify for Country Companies' low rates if it's 5, 10, 20 years, even older. So if you're high on your home, see how low we can be on your homeowners. Country Companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, business, and farm.
Game this afternoon sends the Peoria Bergen Trojans with a record of 22-8 against Madison. Madison Ball Club has won 27 and lost 4. That figures to be, as has been described already, as a very fast-paced game. 33-30, Luther South leads with 4:36 to go. There's Stein wide open for a baseline jumper, and the lead now is just 1. Stein's first points. Conley walks it down. And they threw the ball away. Conley and Tenzin over there for Pierre Cooper.
There's that pressure at the forward, the lead pass that caused the turnover. I think that Luther's just a hair excited, a little bit out of kilter.
Garvey to Stein. They can take the lead here with a basket. Obermeyer, cross court, will almost throw it away. Now Moeller, baseline drive, has to clear it instead. Renegarby. Moeller down the lane, off the board and in. And Okawville has taken the lead by 1.
Beautiful patience, Jim. Beautiful patience. They moved the basketball and they didn't force it through there. First lead of the game for them.
34-33. Lob for Allen in traffic. Shot blocked by Stein. Blumhurst with it for Renegarby. Stein to Obermeyer. Cross court. Renegarby out front. Now Stein. Obermeyer trying to creep in along that baseline. They found him open down there a couple of times. Has in the corner now. Lobs for Moeller. Goes for the layup. It is good. He is fouled, and the basket is going to count, I believe. Let's see. Basket does count. It is now 36-33. Okawville by 3.
Here it is inside again. Takes that ball up. He's able to hang there. The shot, the bump. You couldn't see it too well. It wasn't up. It was around the body. I think got in there with his hips.
3-point play for Moeller. He has now scored 11. It was his second foul on Pierre Cooper. The score is now 37-33 Okawville. Here's Gray. They work it along the baseline, knocked out of bounds. It belongs to Luther South. This ball club is 25-5. Comes out to Bob Gray. And now to Allen. 2:45 to go for the third period. Okawville leads it 37-33. In the corner, that is Cooper. Hits it back. Jump shot is up and good, and that is Dave Allen. Cuts it to 2, 37-35. Luther South now in a little comeback of its own. 7 points in the game for Allen. Here is Blumhurst. Cross court to Renegarby. Stein lobs to Moeller. Intended that ball for Obermeyer along the baseline. Kicked out of bounds. It'll be Okawville's ball right under the basket. They give it to Renegarby, and he just lost it out of bounds. He was looking one way, took his eye off of it, and a costly turnover perhaps against Okawville.
Jim, our sponsors are happy to be able to bring you these tournament games on television. If you have any comments about our coverage or suggestions, we'd like to hear from you. Write High School Basketball, Box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701.
Renegarby picks up the foul. That's his second on Mike Conley, playing him tough over there, one-on-one. And it'll be Luther South ball to inbound along the sideline. Get it into Cooper. Lob for Martin. Drives the lane. Lays it up off the board. No good. Rebound. Grabbed out of there by Obermeyer. Boy, at 6 feet tall, he's just a ton under there. Renegarby, good ball handler, gets it to Blumhurst. Obermeyer way out front. Renegarby going to pump the long jumper, and he got it. Not really a jumper, is it? It's almost a set shot.
Right. He's about a 60% shooter from the field and 86 from the line, and the sophomore is going to be a great one before he's through.
The sophomore has scored 10. The lead is 4 for Okawville, 39-35. Lob the ball to Allen. He fakes. His shot is up. Deflected away from him. Picked up, though, and pushed in by Bob Gray. 39-37. Gray did some good outside shooting in yesterday's ball game. He has now scored 8 in this one. 1:02 to go for the third period. Okawville leads it by 2. Renegarby tried to get that pass. It was deflected, almost stolen, and now it is stolen. Deep pass. Look out for this, Allen. Going for the... He faked that stuff, didn't he? Just kind of laid it in there. 39-39 tie. Allen has scored 9.
The other guard, Mike Conley's the one that likes to stuff it. I'm sure that probably Dave Allen can, but he didn't choose to then.
Now Okawville holding for one shot here. 29 seconds to go. Dave Luckefell telling them to come forward, break the plane, then bring it back. That's what they're doing. 17 seconds to go. Now 13 to go here in the third period. Score tied at 39. Now 7 seconds. Obermeyer whips it to Renegarby for the set shot, and he got it again. 41-39, and again he scores with 2 or 3 seconds to go in the quarter. It is Okawville 41, Luther South 39. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Over 50,000 producers make their hogs odds-on favorites to win the marketing race. They sell on Heinold Hog Market's strong daily market for all types and weights of hogs. When prices drop, they protect their profits through Heinold's Guaranteed Hog Price Program. Run the marketing race with Heinold and take home a bigger purse. 23 Heinold Hog Markets serve Illinois producers.
If you're in the market for new housing, see Ottoson Mobile Homes on New Route 13 east of Carbondale. Ottoson has a price to fit everyone. $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000, $12,000, up to $34,000. There's no worry about financing either. Ottoson can arrange on-the-spot financing through VA, FHA, or from local banks. Don't let the money situation discourage you. Ottoson can help. And 20 years of selling mobile homes in southern Illinois is another reason why you should see the people at Ottoson. Ottoson Mobile Homes, Route 13 east of Carbondale, next to Epps Dotson, behind the trees.
As we start play here in the fourth period, in the second half, Okawville has had 3 turnovers, Luther South 2. Tony Martin is the leading scorer with 12 points for his ball club, Luther South. Greg Renegarby leads Okawville with 12, and Muller has 11. In this half, Okawville has made 6 of 8. In the third period, they were 6 of 8 from the field. Luther South, 5 of 9. The tip is controlled by Okawville. Deep pass, they threw it away. Intended for Blumhurst.
That's a rare error for Okawville in this ball game.
Okawville leads at 41-39. We've just started play here in the fourth period. Here's Cooper. Looking for Martin. Gives to him. Baseline jumper, Martin off the side of the backboard, but picked up by Conley. Back to Martin. Now to Allen. To Conley. Guarded by Renegarby. Down the lane, Cooper's shot is up and off the board. No good. Rebound is up and good, and the foul is called underneath. Foul is going to be on Gary Moeller. That's going to tie the ball game if that one counts, and I think it does. 41-41.
The shot on the lunge, went back up after it, took it up and got a little bump down there around the hips, I guess.
Pierre Cooper has a chance to complete the three-point play and put Luther South back in front if he makes this, and he does. 42-41, seesaw game.
Country Companies Insurance and the nearly 1,000 Country Companies agents in Illinois are happy to be co-sponsoring these basketball telecasts. We really hope you're enjoying our presentation.
Down the lane, Obermeyer all the way for the layup, missed it. Tried to get the rebound back. Hit last by Luther South, out of bounds. It belongs to Okawville. Kevin Obermeyer is 6 feet tall, and he takes it into the land of the Giants without hesitation. Renegarby from the corner puts Okawville back in front, 43-42.
I don't know if he's missed yet, Jim. He may be 7 for 7. Now let's take a look offensively down here. They're in a double stack. I think they're trying to get the mismatch.
Got up and in by Allen. He had a lot of pressure under there, but he hesitated, took it up strong, and put Luther South back in front by 1, 44-43. 11 points for Allen. Renegarby. Side to Moeller. Now Blumhorst. He's going to pump the jumper, and he got it. Oh, they're just hitting sensationally. He shot 75% from the field in the third period. 9 points for him. It's 45-44. Okawville by 1 now.
Here's the stack over there. Cooper and Martin on the same side.
And they lose the ball. They tried to get it to Conley underneath. It was grabbed out of there by Gary Moeller. Okawville with a 1-point lead in the ball with 6:11 to go in the game. Deep pass for Stein. He drives. He pumps a 15-footer, and he got it. They just have not missed. It is 47-44.
I think Okawville's got that feeling that they've got it going. They're going up with confidence on every shot.
They played a remarkable 3 quarters in a row, and they're astonishingly confident on their shooting.
There's Pierre Cooper. He takes a look. On the side. Good drive. Martin stuffs it. Oh, good baseline drive.
Two-head again, folks.
47-46. Okawville by 1. 14 points in the game for Martin. High post Obermeyer. Now Blumhorst. Side to Stein. Long jumper again. He rimmed that one. That's the first one they've missed in a while. Deep pass now. Watch out for this one. The ball is stolen away, but he's out of bounds with it by Blumhorst. Stole it away, prevented perhaps the layup, but went out of bounds with it. 5:17 to go for the game. 47-46. Okawville leads Luther South by 1. Okawville is 10 out of 14 from the field in this half. 10 of 14. Out front for the ball is Allen. Gets it to Cooper. Now Martin. Lob for Cooper. Knocked away, but he gets it back. And now blocked by Obermeyer, but he fouled him. Kevin Obermeyer, as we've told you, is 6 feet tall. He's in there against 3 people that are 6'7", 6'7", and 6'6". Second foul.
Here we are going up. Yeah, he made contact. No question about that one. There's nice pattern action in there. They were able to get that ball moved inside deep. They're starting to function a little bit over there offensively, too.
Ray Nutter has come on for Luther South. 2 shots coming up here for Pierre Cooper. He missed the first, a little too strong. He has scored 11 points in the game. He's a 68% shooter from the foul line on the year. 5:01 to go for the game. This one's up, and this one's good, and it's 47-47 tie. New ball game, Coach.
Yes, it is. It's going to go that way right down the wire, I believe.
Okawville wants a timeout with 4:54 to go. The score tied at 47. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Dave Bender just bought another $25,000 of life insurance. Not unusual, except 6 weeks ago, Dave had a heart attack. He also had a guaranteed insurability option he'd arranged through his Country Company's agent, so he could buy more insurance at low rates regardless of physical condition. Guaranteed insurability, the option that gives you options. Country Companies, insurance for life, health, home, auto, farm, and business.
What should a CIPS customer do when the power goes off? First, see if your neighbors have lights. If so, check to see if any of your circuit breakers have tripped or fuses have blown. If the problem seems outside your home, phone Central Illinois Public Service Company. During an emergency service interruption, stay inside. If you must go out, stay away from downed or dangling wires. Let trained people from CIPS find the trouble and correct it. That's our job.
Well, Dick Campbell, Tim Bramlett of Springfield, who's done a good job on the stats for us, has pointed out something that's probably pretty important, because this may be a cat and mouse game down the way.
Yes, right. Okawville's got 3 timeouts left, and Luther South has 4. This timeout's quite interesting. I heard Coach Luckenfeld say, let's move the ball. I think they want that lead right here. It's very vital. They want to get the good shot.
Obermeyer in heavy traffic, throws it off to Renegarby. Renegarby out front, 4:44 to go now for the ball game. The first semifinal game is tied at 47. There, watch out for this one. Here it comes. There's Conley going, and he dunks it. He's got the disgusted look on his face. I don't think he thought that was strong enough.
He's twinkle quick. He's anticipated that, and boy, can he jump.
49-47 now. That is 4 points in the game for Conley. Did that a couple of times yesterday. Way out front, Renegarby. Now Stein. They cross court to Blumhurst. Renegarby to Stein. Renegarby and Conley have been going at each other pretty good. Renegarby's a feisty little guy. Down the lane, his shot is up, and it's good. Oh, he got another one. He just hasn't not missed. He has scored 16 points, and the score is tied at 49.
I noticed out of that zone, Jim, that Tony Martin is playing Gary Moeller man-to-man out of that zone.
There's the ball sliding through the hands of Ray Nutter, but saved nicely by Pierre Cooper along the sideline. Nutter with the ball. Off it comes down to Martin. Lobs for Cooper. Now Allen fakes, pumps it up, and he got it. And Luther South is back in front by 2, 51-49.
Very nice shot, a very big shot. Got under control, pump faked, got his defensive man frozen, went right up over him and stuck it.
Blumhurst cross-courts the ball now to Stein, to Renegarby. 3:10 to go. Moeller gives to Obermeyer, lays it off the board and in along the baseline. Well done. Good feed from Moeller. Score tied at 51, and Moeller has scored 11. Or I beg your pardon, Obermeyer has scored 11. The ball now is Conley. Nutter. Long jumper by Martin, and it's good. The big guy came outside to hit the long jump shot to put Luther South back in front. 53-51. You couldn't ask for a better game than this one. 2:41 to go. Renegarby to Stein. Renegarby.
Tony Martin following Gary around there, Gary Moeller. They're matching up on the
baseline drive. Stein. His shot is blocked, though, but grabbed by Moeller, puts it back up. He missed it. Renegarby underneath, lays it up, missed it. Rebound, Moeller blocked. Off to Conley, a foul is called. Moeller will go to the line, I believe. The foul is on Pierre Cooper. Pierre Cooper picks it up. Gary Moeller will go to the line. A lot of fast and furious action. That's the only shot that I think the little guy, Renegarby, has missed under there, and he was really in tall timber.
He got it off too, though, didn't he, Jim?
Sure enough did. Almost went in. Nope, no free throws involved yet. It's the 4th team foul on Luther South. Renegarby down the lane. 2:09 to go. Jump shot from the corner is good. That is Blumhurst. The score is tied at 53 with 2 minutes to go. 11 points for Blumhurst. Conley down the lane. Gets the ball to Allen. He goes. He pushes it up. It's short. He gets it back. He takes it up strong, and he makes that one.
Great play, Dave Allen. Great effort. Took it right to the basket, missed, got the rebound, lunged it back up there.
He has scored 15, and Luther South leads by 2, 55-53. 1:38 to go. Cross-court pass underneath. They lob out to Stein. Now Renegarby. 1:31 to go.
Okawville's passing has been fantastic. They thread it through, they go over the top, they cross-court it. There it is inside again.
Obermeyer missed it, but he got it back. It goes to the floor. He still got it, and he is fouled. The foul is on Ray Nutter, his first.
Here we go again.
Now a timeout has been called here by Okawville. They trail in the game 55-53. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Acres of gold keeping America going. Acres of gold keeping the trade winds blowing. Acres of gold keeps the economy growing. It's a great feeling knowing we've got acres of gold.
Announcing the revolutionary new Datsun 510 hatchback. Bold, fresh lines, 5 big doors, and a luxurious, fully instrumented family room. But that's not why it's revolutionary. The Datsun 510 actually delivers better performance from less gas, thanks to an exclusive new 2-liter engine. Today, that's revolutionary.
See the full lineup of new Datsuns for 1980 at Epps Datsun, Route 13 East in Carbondale.
The situation is this. 1:17 seconds to go in the game. Luther South 55, Okawville 53. In the second half, Okawville has made 13 of 21, 62%. But listen to this, Luther South 12 of 19, 63%. Well, that's some shooting in any league.
You talk about an important possession here. They've gotten one when they've needed it every time down. Let's see what happens here.
Blumhurst inbounds the ball to Renegarby. Conley is after him. Renegarby, 1:08 to go with the ball. Off to Stein, now Renegarby looking underneath. 1:02 to go. Renegarby top of the key. Conley on him. Blumhurst. Off to Renegarby, beats his man, pumps it up, missed it. Rebound, grabbed out of there by Tony Martin. The little guy made a good move, had a good shot, and didn't get it. Luther South, a 2-point lead on the ball. Off to Cooper, they two-time him and they foul him. Foul is on Kevin Obermeyer. Pierre Cooper going to the line with the 1-and-1. He is a 68% foul shooter on the year. Luther South has not done well in the game from the line. They are 3 of 8. One for Pierre Cooper. 35 seconds remain to be played. He made it. It hit the front of the rim, but it fell in as you saw. He is 3 of 4 from the line. He'll have one more. Oh, he missed that one. Rebound, Stein brings it out of there. 2-on-1. Obermeyer gives the ball to Renegarby. Lays it up and off the board and good. Reverse layup. 56-55. Player hurt. That is Allen. Dave Allen is down. 25 seconds to go. Luther South leads by 1, 56-55. Allen is okay, I believe. He was shaken up for just a moment. Says he's all right. Wants to stay in the ball game. Watch this move with the reverse layup by Renegarby.
Just an excellent move in a most important time.
18 points he has scored in the game. Okawville has taken a timeout. 56-55, Luther South on top. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
You got the bucket?
Get the insurance man.
Wayne Carey?
No, he's life.
John Dolby?
Auto.
When you have all your insurance with Country Companies, you get one agent to call, one agent, to help make sure you have the right coverage and to speed your claims.
Wally Stupsker. Wally Stupsker.
Country Companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, farm, and business.
Hello, Wally Stupsker? The insurance man. The window washer.
We hope you're enjoying this year's IHSA tournament telecast. TV3 is pleased to bring you the thrills and competition from the Assembly Hall in Champaign each year, but we can't do it alone. Here are a few participating local sponsors who help make this telecast possible. Ike Buick Honda AMC Jeep east of Carbondale, celebrating their new Honda showroom grand opening. Harper's Home Improvements in Harrisburg and McLeansboro. For building or remodeling, Harper's has it at savings for you. And CIPS, your public service company. If you enjoy the tournament telecasts, why not let these businesses know?
56-55 game. Luther South leads it. There's Dave Luchtefeld telling his ball club what to do on defense. Dick Campbell, what do you think they'll do?
It's 25 seconds, the length of the court to go. They're going to press them. They're going to gamble. We're going to get a possibility of a long pass here. Inbounds.
That's Allen. Deep pass for Conley. Across the timeline. 19 seconds, and they foul Mike Conley with 18 seconds to go.
Still plenty of time.
He is appealing for the 2 shots, and so is his coach, Cliff Dahl, but the referee says no, it's the 1-and-1. He is 67% from the foul line for the year. They wanted the intentional 2-shot foul, but didn't get it. It'll be Conley at the line. He has scored 4 points. He made the first. 57-55. Luther South by 2 with 18 seconds to go. This one is missed. Stein had the rebound, lost it out of bounds. Stein had it in his hands and lost it out of bounds. It belongs to Luther South. And Okawville wants a timeout, and this will be the team's last. Well, Dick Campbell, another heart stopper, wouldn't you say?
Is it ever? It's basketball at its best. I don't know whether Okawville could play better or not. They're just playing super.
We hope you're enjoying our telecast. DeKalb Ag Research and the more than 750 DeKalb dealers in Illinois are glad to be one of the network co-sponsors. I almost said good morning, but I guess we are in afternoon now. This is the first time in a long time that we've had a ball game in the morning in the state tournament. Of course, back in the old days with the Sweet 16 and all those, they used to play all day long. Back in Huff Gym, we had some memorable ball games there that started a couple in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening. Well, our sponsors obviously are very happy to be able to bring you these tournament games on television. And if you have any comments about our coverage, suggestions, or anything like that, we'd like to hear from you. Just write high school basketball, box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. That's high school basketball, box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. You're looking at the Okawville Rockets. The man in the middle is Dave Luchtefeld with some instructions for his club. They are down by 1, 57-55. They almost had the rebound and possession of that ball, but it was lost out of bounds and thus belongs to Luther South to inbound near the basket of which they're shooting. Way out front it comes to Martin. Knocked away from Martin, and he is fouled by Moeller. Gary Moeller picks it up.
Well, I guess he shook that ball loose, but it looked like a clean swipe and a layup at the other end, but the foul was what shook the ball loose. Good call by the official.
It's a 1-and-1 coming up for Tony Martin.
He's the poorest free throw shooter on this team at 58%.
But he made that one.
He made that one. That might have been that odd point might have been enough.
It's 58-55. Luther South trying to get into the finals of this tournament. Leading by 3. This shot is up, and it's good. 59-55 now. Long jump shot is up. Rim, no good. Rebound, Stein up and in. 59-57, 6 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go. No more timeouts left for Okawville. This game is going to be over, and Luther South has won it. But boy, it was a heart stopper. 59-57 is the final score. It was really something to see, and we'll continue with our coverage of the Illinois High School Class A Boys Basketball Tournament in just a minute.
We had that game in the bag.
I thought that's why you wanted Mickey to participate in high school sports.
To learn how to lose?
To build character, set goals, to learn that things don't always turn out the way you want them to. Oh, hi, Mickey.
Tough break, kid.
Sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes the bear gets you.
They said it couldn't be written, but the Fifth hit America like a runaway locomotive.
For the life of me, Foster, your obsession with that book escapes me. It's only a catalog.
The book that's helping America find a better way to live from the Consumer Information Center of the U.S. government.
What do you find in that catalog?
Something you could never give me, Lillian.
More than 200 fact-filled federal publications listed inside. More than half free.
Booklets on home and car repair, weight control, keeping household records. I've read them all. To be the man you want me to be.
The book you have to read. The price you won't believe. It's free. The new Consumer Information Catalog. Just write New Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009.
That's New Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Send for the book.
Don't wait for the movie.
Frank Bissoni back at the Assembly Hall at Champaign-Urbana, where we just saw a brilliant basketball game in the semifinals. The power and the strength of Luther North of the private league in Chicago, just edging the poise and the savvy of Okawville of the Deep South by a final score of 59-57. Now we'll have a game coming up here that should match a pair of very quick basketball teams, Peoria, Bergen, and Madison. It should be another fine one. Bergen and Madison will play to see who has the right to go tonight at 8 o'clock in our championship game against Luther South. What a fine basketball game we just had. And right now we're going to bring in a young man who won an award really with his group, his band, the band director, Bruce Hammett, from Fairbury Cropsey Tartars Pep Band. And Bruce, congratulations. I know a lot of bands would like to be in the Assembly Hall today. You got here. How did you get here?
Well, Frank, they sent in 56 bands in the state of Illinois, and our particular class, which is Class A schools, an enrollment of 750 or less, sent in tapes to the IHSA. And those tapes were then auditioned down to the best 15 bands, and from that point, those 15, they auditioned them down to the best 2, which yesterday's band, as you heard, was from Herscher High School, and today our Fairbury Cropsey High School band.
Tell us a little bit about the young men and women making up your band.
Fine. In the band, we have 37 kids here today. Most of them at a school our size, which is a school of 340 kids, are involved in a number of activities. We've got quite a few basketball players in that band, for instance. I think my trombone section is primarily our basketball team. We've also got quite a few football players, girls volleyball, girls basketball. So our kids are involved in a lot of things at our school. They're involved in band. We like it that way.
We're going to let you go down now and get ready to direct that band. And when you are ready, we'll go to you and we'll let the fans at home listen to the Fairbury Cropsey Tartar Pep Band.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you. Bruce Hammett, the director of the Fairbury Cropsey Tartar Pep Band. Dick Campbell, the game took your breath away.
Oh, it was a great ball game. It was somewhat the way it was described prior to it, with the science of Okawville, the adjustments made. I was just so impressed with what Okawville was able to do to stay in that ball game. But on the other hand, Luther South had an equal amount of poise. They didn't get bothered by the fact that they lost the lead late. They did what they had to down the last 2 or 3 minutes. A lot of discipline, a lot of control out there. Both teams are to be complimented, and both coaches certainly.
Luther South advances to tonight's championship game, and now it's either Bergen or Madison going along with them. Let's put the old coach on the spot right here. Bergen and Madison, it's a tough matchup. They both like to move up and down the floor. Who do you like?
Well, if Bergen plays like they did in the first half, it's Bergen. If they play like they did in the second half, it may be Madison. But Bergen's got an awfully good combination in the physical quality of their team that also has quickness. They've got an inside threat. They got a guy that can go get them 18 points. So I'd have to like Bergen over the long haul.
Okay, very good, Dick. Thank you very much. Now let's go to the Fairbury Cropsey Tartar Pep Band. Okay, we're back here with the principal of